Hi, everyone. It's Haley from Cinematography for Actors for our very final interview of HollyShorts Film Festival. This 20th edition, Oscar qualifying and now BAFTA qualifying, has been so wonderful. And I'm glad to be rounding it out with something you know that I love, another cinematographer-director duo, kind of my favorite team to talk to here on the carpet. So first, since this is my first time meeting you, we did not meet each other before. Introduce yourselves to me and our watchers, please, and tell me the name of your project.
Yeah, I'm Michelle West, a director of Lesbophilia.
I'm Sarah Phillips, and I'm the DP.
Of Lesbophilia. Okay, guys, let's get into it. So, as a director and a DP, you guys start working together so early, and you're the team. Like, you're shaping things, and you have to communicate about what you want things to look like, what you want things to feel like. And I want to know, for the two of you, what is your favorite way to communicate that kind of information to each other, and your favorite way to receive it?
Wow. So when I started approaching department heads, and particularly one who's going to be in charge of the visual aesthetic, I put together a lookbook with some references and some tonal references, visual references, lighting references of what I want the film to resemble. The goal is to make this its own unique thing. So, but there's going to be pieces of influences that come together. And so I try to I use shot deck. I put together a shot list so we can visually think about how the camera's going to move or what kind of sequence we're going to need. And then we talk about it.
Yeah, she had a deck of looks. She really loved Amelie, and she loved Euphoria, and what we called bisexual lighting. And that was a big push for her. And she had a Zolly shot in there too, which was really interesting. And so we sat and chatted about how to achieve that.
Talk about bisexual lighting. Is that something that is a term that people would know if they're like in the industry and have been doing it for a while, or did you make it up?
Cool people know it. It's like Euphoria, where you've got multiple colors and some limited, what you would call like a tungsten or a traditional daylight. So we still put a significant amount of tungsten and daylight in there because you have to, or it looks totally. So you have to do a significant amount of balancing because the saturation of bisexual lighting is sometimes too much for a camera to handle. But we figured it out.
Amazing.
And the primary colors are pink, purple, blue.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm following you guys now. Thank you so much for telling me that. I love it so much. Okay, now can we please talk? It's important. Yeah, and if it's a thing you should be able to say to someone, it's good for us all to know.
Yeah, it's in the review. One of your reviews says like bisexual lighting.
It is. I actually didn't know that term when I was visualizing the look. I just knew what colors I wanted and found out later that it happened to be the perfect fit for the film.
We're all learning. We're all always learning. Fantastic. Okay, and now I really want to talk about your process together. Did the two of you like shot listing and storyboarding together, or was that an individual thing that you came back and communicated about later?
No, we didn't. I mean, we talked about it. We didn't build it together. So I put early storyboards together while we were funding the film. But those storyboards were not a Bible for the actual shoot. It was a rough outline of some of the main shots. But I put together a detailed shot list of how I saw the whole film playing out, every scene, and it's always more than what we're actually going to accomplish. But when you can see it all written out, you can get a sense of what the edit's going to be in your head and what shots are going to be most impactful and the ones to focus on. I like giving the DP my version of a shot list and then talk about what might work, what might not work, how to revise, how to be most efficient. And they also like seeing what they're most excited about. And if it's making sense, yeah. So as long as it's communicating to them like how like if Sarah can picture in her head what this film's going to look like, then I know that she's going to be able to run with a lot of stuff that I don't need to like get super micro involved in.
Amazing. That's fantastic. Okay, a slightly less technical question for you to close things out. What are you hoping that the audience takes away with them from your film?
I hope that they're inspired to lean into acceptance when they're uncomfortable and to stretch their expectations in relationships, to stretch what they might know about themselves and about somebody else in a relationship, and to explore what might be possible if they can be extreme and radical in their acceptance, and what issues could possibly even fall away if they were to do that. Yeah.
And Sarah, for you?
The bisexual lighting would be probably
Brilliant.
everything Michelle said.
Everything Michelle said and bisexual lighting. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your process with us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.